TitleMatchNetwork.com.
I was going to do another position within the company.
Okay.
And Bryan was brought in. I had an allergic reaction. Everybody thought I had a heart attack, but I didn't.
Yeah, I recall.
I had a shrimp dinner just before WrestleMania and had an allergic reaction. Passed out and had a irregular heartbeat. Well, I went through Emory Clinic for about a week and a half. And the first medication they put me on, they put treadmill, stress test, all this. They give me this medication. Boom, rectified it right away.
Right.
Everybody thought I had a heart attack, but I had an allergic reaction. Anaphylactic shock. Since then, I've had 2 similar anaphylactic reactions from bee stings. So, but it all transpired from 14 years of eating shellfish. And iodine built up and a toxic built up in my system, just overloaded.
Right.
In the interim period, before that, we had already planned to bring in Crush.
Okay.
Well, the reaction, the supposed heart attack, bringing in Crush, all of a sudden, I'm on my deathbed.
Right.
But it didn't transpire that way. We were going to bring in Crush. We had planned to bring in Crush. They were going to work together. I was going to move behind the scenes. Everything was going to be smoothly.
That didn't happen.
There were some bumps in the roads, some promises made, some promises not fulfilled. I'll see. I got another place to go.
So you and Barry Darsow aren't...
We don't talk. I haven't talked to Barry Darsow since. I'll tell you the exact building. It was in Thanksgiving, Hartford, Connecticut, and I believe one of those Thanksgiving pay-per-views.
Survivor Series?
Yes.
Survivor Series?
And when I said goodbye to Barry, I said this will be the last time I talk to him. Now, he's tried to call a number of times, but like I said earlier in this conversation, I'm a man of my word, and if I give you my word I'm going to do something, I expect you to reciprocate. Don't lie to me and tell me, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining outside.
Right.
So it cost Barry a lot more money than he even realized, I think.
Did you do any wrestling? What wrestling did you do after that?
Well, I went back to Japan. I went to Japan. I got tied up with a good friend of mine who was a promoter overseas with the William Morris Agency. And we booked tours. We went to Austria, we went to Germany, we went to Italy, we went to Sicily, we went to the Middle East, we went to India, Afghanistan with Tiger. I booked for those guys. I was a consultant for a Japanese company with a spinoff of New Japan.
What company was that?
Was Tiger Jeet Singh Company in India.
Okay.
They used to work with them. And then I started booking with Global.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
And booked with them and was contacted at that time to leave Global and jump to WCW. Jim Barnett had called me, and there again I gave Joe Pedicino my word that I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Sometimes my word has cost me some money, but it's still my word.
Right.
And didn't do it. But then we went, we were overseas. I was fortunate, I don't have any regrets in this business.
Right.
I made some mistakes, but the positives always outweigh the mistakes I made.
Do you think a mask gimmick, probably, you probably have the most successful mask gimmick. Do you think something like that can...
I think, this question was asked me not too long ago. It's been asked a lot of times. I think that if they program it right, they have, what is the gentleman's name now? Mysterio.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not that big. I think that they equate now the mask with the Mexican and the South American.
Right.
The dude flying and that just carried over.
Right.
The reason that this character, I think, was successful is like the Spoiler and some of the other mask guys.
Right.
They were bigger guys. And we still did a lot of acrobatics.
Right.
But it wasn't choreographed.
It wasn't Lucha Libre. And all.
And I think it would do well.
Right.
If they protect it. But the thing is, a lot of guys don't want to protect it.
Right.
It takes a lot of work.
Right.
A lot of guys, you go to these independent shows or places I go signing, and he goes, "Hey, I'm a mask wrestler." They pull the mask out of their pocket. Well, hell no, everybody in the world knows. The object of the mask is not let people know who you are.
Right. Is there anything that you would like to finish up, get off your chest, or say to your fans, or?
Well, I just appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate this. You know, I'll have to take my mask off, but you have to understand that I've had this mask on for about 4 or 5 hours. So just, you know, forget about the hairdo and all that stuff. Although I do have hair, I'm losing my hair.
Well, like
thanks
to say,
everybody for
thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks.
TitleMatchNetwork.com